Maybe we can finish this today. That would be cool. A Morrowind multiplayer mod? Huh. It's probably more fun than the actual MMO. Alright. So, off stream I did a bunch of grinding. I finally figured out the secret sauce to pulling off the Matrix runs we were having difficulty with. Secret. It's this program here, Degrade. This lowers the difficulty of any node you're attacking. So you can turn nodes that you can't hit into nodes you can hit, and then you can win. Once I got that, I was able to farm money pretty quick. So we've got like a super sick cyberdeck now. The Fairlight Excalibur was 180 or 190 grand or something for it. It's crazy good. We got the best attack, we got the best deception. I've got some cyberware loaded in my guys now. We're all kitted out. So, yeah. Let me open up my notes here. Let's see if we can figure out what the hell we need to be doing here. Look for Mako Sochu. Or we could go to the Elders and talk to them. Those are our two leads right now that are kind of open. So Mako Sochu is supposed to be a Club Penumbra, which isn't far from here. Let's go there first. No, I don't want stupid grenades. God damn it. Time to win the entire game. I hope so. I'm kind of ready for this game to be over. Is this Club Penumbra? That's the big rhino. There's my maps. Penumbra. Oh, Penumbra, bottom right. This must be it right here. Okay. Club Penumbra is the most decadent of all the nightclubs in Seattle. Some people claim they've been on the waiting list for more than a year. Doorman smiles at you and asks your business. I'd like to go in. $75, alright. Once inside, you inquire about Mako. The bartender points out a young Oriental man sitting alone at a table. As you approach, Mako slowly glances up at you with distaste. Suddenly, his eyes widen in horror. Just as suddenly, you realize he is now looking behind you. Screaming lead explodes from the front of the club. You hear Mako cry out in pain as he dives to the floor. You turn to face a Renraku strike team, looking like they're gunning for Mako as much as you. On the floor, Mako lies unconscious in a pool of blood. Rudely wake him from his crimson slumber, and he immediately begins to whine. I'll tell you whatever you want, but you need to get me to a doctor first. Get me patched and I'll tell you everything. I'm just a company man. I follow orders, that's all. Talk now and bleed later, Fragger. I want to know what happened to my brother. Mako winces at your onslaught. My orders were to track the runners and report on their activities. My team lost them in the forest before they were killed. Renraku had nothing to do with their deaths. We wanted them alive. What can you tell me about Caleb Brightmore? The Mr. Johnson of your brother's team was an elf named Caleb Brightmore, but I'm sure he was taking orders from another. He deals exclusively with big-time Shadowrunning talent. He hangs out at Icarus at Descending. If you want answers about your brother, go to him. Why is Renraku involved? I was the project director for Operation Thawne, searching the caves and forests for clues to some sort of tomb. Before you ask, I don't know what Thawne means. Your brother's team became a top priority after they were hired by Caleb to do the same. We hoped they could lead us to something. After the team was killed, Renraku spent more time following up on the situation. They even upped the resources to find out who killed them and why. I was immediately cut from the project after the forest incident, so I don't know anything after that. Renraku replaced me with a new project director. His name is Ito Agami. Okay. Ito Agami. Tell me about Ito Agami. He flew out here a couple of days after the forest fiasco. He's most likely staying at a local hotel. I hear he's a real nasty customer. If you want to stay alive, don't mess with him. Now please, please, get me to a hospital. I need medical care or I'll die. Listen, that was a Renraku strike team that perforated you, and they'll surely find you in a hospital. Besides, I've seen people survive much worse than that scratch. Aku looks quite pale, but manages to give you a venomous glare. You shake your head in disgust and leave him to his own course. Alright. So Ito Agami is apparently staying in a local hotel. Hey, Sazrella, how you doing? Do. This hotel here, let's see. Let's ask this guy for information. Maybe he'll have something on Ito Agami. Alright, I'm looking for some information. Some questions answered. Tell me about a Johnson named Julius Strother. This is not what I'm looking for, but okay. That no-account dwarf? Why would a flashy gentleman like yourself bother with a piece of trash like that? You ever met a dwarf you could trust? I rest my case. Stay away from that guy, he'll kill you. That was no help. Doodle-doo. Time to start asking all the Mr. Johnsons to see if anybody has any info that'll help. There is no Mr. Johnson here. Okay. Hey, Night Skull, how you doing, man? Oh, I'm doing alright. Oh, matchsticks. Is there someone here? $50. Goddamn. Shadowrun. Alright, Julius, I need some information. Some questions answered. Can you tell me about Caleb Brightmore? Caleb is strictly uptown. He moves in his circles and I move in mine. We don't mingle, if you catch my point. When I get a little bigger, he'll become a problem. What about Mortimer Reed? This guy's a major thorn on my side. He's the competition, and he doesn't play very fair, if you catch my drift. I'd watch yourself if I were you. There's a contract out on that guy, you can't trust him. What are your contacts? Sure, whatever. Okay. So that was nothing. Talk to Caleb, maybe Caleb knows this guy. Ito. Okay, this guy's got Thawne and Ito Ogami. Alright. What do you know about someone named Thawne? A new player in the Seattle Shadows. Nobody knows where he came from where he came, but he moved quickly to make a name for himself among the shadowy elite. His motives remain a mystery. Tell me about Ito Ogami. Newly arrived Raku Headhunter. He's part of their special projects team. If there's a problem, somebody like Ogami gets sent in to clean up the situation. He's got a good rep in Japan, but nothing here yet. Shit. So he knows of the guy, but he doesn't know where he is. Who else can we talk to? There's only a couple other... Go away. A couple other Mr. Johnsons. Got one... The Barons. Mr. Grenade Man. Alright, looking for information. Of any information about anything I care about. That only leaves the dudes in Pullyup, as far as I know. Never played this one. Hey, Masiko. Shadowrun, it's going well. We're trying to find a lead on a character here. Hey, Pops, how you doing, man? Alright, I am looking for some information. What do you know about someone named Thawne? Thawne. My employer is working against him. Are you friends of Thawne? If so, I don't believe we can do any more business together. Be ethical. What about Alicia? Do I look like an elf to you? No, I don't know anything about that, but my employer is very interested in such things. Anything you can find out, tell me, and I'll make it worth your while. Oops. So do we have to check all the hotels? The only lead we got is that he's staying in a local hotel. Go to like every hotel in the game and try and find him. So we're at Pullyup. So we can go to the apartments in the inn here. Let's check it out. Enter the Tarsalar Garden Apartments. You're greeted by elves carrying submachine guns. One of the elves points the weapon at your face. I don't think you have any business here, do you, Chummer? That's suspicious. Elf named Frosty. About that already. Could just set this aside and move towards the other storyline, I guess. Hopefully, maybe we'll get some information there. What? Can't buy guns here. Oh, this is their like head office, not a store. Okay. Just wanted to fill up my clips. Never mind. Alright. Let's go to Council Island. We've never been here before, too, so. Passport Lodge on Council Island serves as a visiting center for tourists. All sorts of cheap items are for sale here, but nothing of value. Amber Indian clerk in shirt sleeves and tie notices you and comes over. I'd like to purchase a passport to the Amber Indian. Clerk eyes you like something the cat dragged in. Passport costs 500 new, which includes a security check to prove you are not fleeing justice. Be aware you are signing a binding contract to abide by tribal law while in this leash sheet. Any deviance from tribal laws will revoke all privileges. If you hand me your cred stick, I can give you the forms to fill out. Fill out the forms and hand them back. The clerk feeds them into the computer, and soon the forms come back. The clerk looks them over, and his eyes widen. Sorry, sir, but there appears to be a warrant out for your arrest. Oh. As this is neutral territory, I suggest you leave before I'm forced to call security. Interesting. Yeah, there's something weird going on with that video data. You can actually fix that if you just skip slightly ahead. Like even like 2 seconds into it, and it'll start working. Hey, Victor. Otherwise, you can go on YouTube and find it there. But yeah, for some reason, that VOD is messed up on Twitch. But if you skip ahead at all, even 1 second into the video, it plays fine. I don't know why. I have no idea why. It's a weird bug. Okay, so we're over here. The Friendship Restaurant is the island's tourist trap. Prices are a bit steep. Hey, thanks for the follow, Bradaby. Prices are a bit steep, but the food is very fresh and quite good. Yeah. A huge female orc dressed in Amerindian garb is here. She seems occupied with some fetishes. You got any information? She's just a hireable companion. An old man flashes his gums at you. Nope, nothing here. Bump, bump. Salutations, weary traveler. I offer my services to you this fine day. Are you in need of a hot meal and a soft bed? Sell. Medicine Lodge is filled with many shaman, as well as curious hermetic mages and mundanes. You weave your way towards the presiding shaman, Chief Running Stream. Waits patiently for you to speak. I wish to speak with your most wise one. See, you will find him outside the door to your left. Store. Oh, is this the wise one? Right? Okay, I thought that was a statue. You come up on an ancient Amerindian sitting cross-legged near an open fire pit. Your breath catches in your throat as his eyes slide open and he turns to face you. His eyes are bottomless black pits that seem to hold the knowledge of centuries, the deep sadness of racial injustices, and a wealth of human compassion. This is Spirit Eyes. Welcome, stranger. Sit and let me look at you. You carry a heavy burden. Travel in a strange land. Enemies surround you and you seek help. Is that not true? I hear you can help me find my brother's killer. I can and will help you, for your quest is noble to the spirit. We must seek the identity of your foe, for to know your opponent is half the battle. However, I will need you to assist me in acquiring this information. In order to learn the name of your enemy, I must perform a complex ritual. I will need 3 key ingredients, and the task I ask of you is to gather them. What must I gather for your ritual? First, I must have the horn of a gargoyle removed by your own hand. Heed my warning, gargoyles are extremely tough and rarely attack alone. When you acquire this, return and I will tell you more. Okay. So, wise one. Ritual. Horn of a gargoyle. Well, if we go to the abandoned building in Redmond Barrens, we got attacked by gargoyles constantly in there. So let's go there and see if we can find one. A telephone. Where the heck is a cabbie booth around here? There we go. Doop, doop, doop. Alright. Ammo. Are you hostile? Okay, let's see how long it takes for us to get a gargoyle now that we actually want one. It would always spawn when we were looking for ghouls. Now that we actually want gargoyles, I'm sure they're not going to show up just to piss me off. There's one. I think we just got our horn. Nice. Right. Yeah, that was pretty easy. But he said he's got 3 different tasks for us to do. That was only the first one. Alright. Wish to speak. Swats. Hi. Well done, young warrior. The second item required is the pelt of a hellhound. These foul animals travel in packs, attacking lone travelers and defenseless groups. Remember, the pelt must be removed by your own hand. Yuck. Okay, now it's gonna get worse, because hellhounds are freaking hard. But if we go into the woods, generally we get jumped by giant packs of like 50 hellhounds every 2 seconds, so let's go to the woods. Guess I don't have a passport. Gotta buy a passport. So you can heal yourself. Stupid gang members. Okay, passport, some books. Let's save. These hellhounds are scary. Silly sheed. To the woods. Now we just walk around and hope some hellhounds attack us. Come on, hellhounds. Hellhounds? Counter. Just that we can't spend like 10 seconds in this place without getting choked by monsters every time we need to come here, but now there's nothing. Fuck. Come on. Something. Anything. Apparently all we can find are a bunch of kids looking for arrowheads. That's... Everything seems shy. There's like hellhounds, there's bandersnatches, there's all kinds of things that attack you out here. We haven't been attacked by anything. I don't know what's going on. Go into a cave. Spooky cave. Hey Simon, how's it going? I get too far away because I'd like to take a cab out of here. Yep, I guess I've killed all the hellhounds. There are no hellhounds left. Well, we got something attacking us at least. It's a step in the right direction. Not hellhounds, but something. Yeah, currently we're on a quest to kill a hellhound, so I'm going to find a hellhound, take its skin. And they're a random encounter in this area. We're just wandering around trying to get something to attack us. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Did you just get stuck? Get over here. Yeah, we're doing the main story right now, so We found a shaman who can help us identify our brother's killer. But he's going to perform a ritual to find out who it is, but to do the ritual he needs 3 things. The first thing he needed was a gargoyle horn, which we got. Now he needs a hellhound skin, which is what we're currently looking for. I don't know what the third thing is going to be. Can't believe we've only been attacked 1 time. Since 2 times. We don't need gargoyle horns anymore. Come on. Hellhounds. Shadowrun's returns is really good, actually. Especially the second one, Dragonfall. But all 3 of them are definitely worth playing. Really cool games. Great combat. Good stories in the second and third one. Fun gameplay. No real complaints. They're definitely better than this game, that's for sure. Yes, turn-based combat. This is awesome. Yeah, the combat plays a lot like the new XCOM games. I feel like that. I like the combat in Shadowrun. Oops, something's stalking us. Attack it. Maybe it'll be a hellhound. Oh. Damn it. I love turn-based combat. My favorite. Not hellhounds. At least the music in this area is decent. Attack. Bandersnatch. It's not a hellhound. I feel like this game has cooler ideas than execution. I appreciate everything this game's attempting to do, but it doesn't do any of it particularly well. So I don't know how highly I would recommend this, to be honest. I would definitely recommend it over, like, the Super Nintendo one. That's not saying much. Wendigo. No, I need hellhounds. Hellhounds. If the SNES version was like just a point-and-click adventure, I'd probably like it more, but it's got all that god-awful combat, the terrible hacking sequences. Hellhounds! Yes! Yes! Just took out my shaman, but still, got our skin. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, now that I've got the Hellhound skins, now we got nothing but Hellhounds coming at us. Just rubbing it in, game. Okay, Council Island. The final task is at hand. Return with the living scale of a feathered serpent. A feathered serpent. The feather must be given freely, not taken from the dragon to be of use. Return with this final item and your opponent's name. So I have to find a dragon and have him willingly give me his feather. Great. So now what? Go to Sinatar. They're like dragon worshippers, and see if they What? Fuck. They might be able to do something for us. Hey, Sharky, I need a ride. 5,000 freaking bucks. Jesus. Alright, I speak with the tribal elders, or I'd like to see Frosty. Frosty recently left without notice. I know not where she went, and don't know when or if she'll be back. She is well known for her long absences. Okay. Talk to the elders. Lady Jillian greets you. Hello, friend Joshua. How may I help you? See Frosty? Must go along with her desires and cannot yet take you to her. Return here when you have attained wisdom. Well, that was $6,000 we just spent on nothing. So now what? The hell are we going to get a dragon to give us the scales or feather or whatever the hell? Kind of dead-ended in all of our leads here. Need to find this Ito Igami guy, which we have no leads on at all. Yeah, I don't know what to do now. Well, let's make some money. Keeping your cool, you answer all the questions. Yeah. I leveled up my charisma from the off-stream grinding, so I can quick talk my way out of a lot of situations now. Also, we have 24 karma. Just go in and level up. No, Baldur's Gate's tomorrow. I'd rather be playing Baldur's Gate, but today's Shadowrun.
Passcode accepted. Passcode accepted. Passcode rejected.
Go. Hey, dude, man. You didn't miss much, no? Most of it happened off stream.
Passcode accepted.
Just grinding for money.
accepted.
And that's not the objective.
Passcode accepted.
Not what I wanted to do. Take it. The system is big. We need to find like a CPU. If we can find the CPU, it'll map the whole thing out, that'll help.
Passcode rejected. Passcode rejected. Passcode accepted. Passcode rejected. Active alert.
Oh, it just fucking tar pitted me. Tar pit or tar paper? What's this tar paper? What? Not even the node we needed, and we've triggered a red alert. Great. It just unequipped it. There's tarred paper, which unequips it, and tarred pits, which eats it all together. If it ate it all together, I'd be loading my game, but it just unequipped it.
Passcode rejected.
There's the CPU. Alright, let's map this bitch out. Get an idea what the hell we're doing here.
Passcode rejected.
Cancel the alarm. Man, look at this place. Alright, let's try this one. Just because it's close by.
Alert. Cancelled. Passcode rejected.
Yeah, the key to turning the things around for cyberspace was the, can't remember the name of the program now. Hey, we found our objective. There we go. But there's a program that lowers the difficulty of a node and makes it easier. That's the key. Once I got that, all good. Alright, we're full. This one here, degrade. Lowers the node security rating, so when you got those nodes that you can't hit, you just degrade them a couple times and then you can kill them easy. And I got the speed upgrade for my deck, so I can attack way faster, which also helps a lot. $10 grand, 6250, 1800. Alright, we just made like 1800 bucks, or 18,000 bucks. Make a lot of money a lot faster when you can do big systems like that. What I did to make money is I would get a hard hacking job and then just find the closest red node. Instead of completing the objective, I would just hit the node and leave over and over, and sell the data. Made a ton of cash. Not a ton of karma, but definitely made a lot of money. Okay. Filled our funds a bit there. Oops. Yeah, I might have to pull up a walkthrough. I don't want to, but I have absolutely no idea what to do now. Every quest I'm on is like dead-ended itself. Wait, what? Oh no, Mr. Ogami just left for his meeting. His private car was headed for Matchsticks. If you hurry, you might just make it. Oh. Never mind. I need to look up a walkthrough. I just randomly found the guy I'm looking for because I wanted to stay at the inn. Spend my karma. Okay. I guess we gotta go to Matchsticks. Hey, Matchsticks. Sad for timing. This is Matchstick. Alright, let me in. Yeah. You push your way into the club. Ito and a group of corporate types are having a meeting around a large table. Ito sees the deadly intent in your eyes and calls warning to the others. The suits scramble from the booth, fumbling amateurishly for their guns. Ito produces an Uzi, expertly handling its bulk as the others move to his defense. Even though he just wanted Ito, it seems these guys are looking for death by association. Hey, Nathan O'Grady. Ito's leaden body and numerous papers lie scattered about. Being a soft mark for opportunity, you grab all you can. You find a holopix of Michael and a heavily cybered Amerindian. The holo's composition suggests it was shot without their notice. A date and time stamp in the lower corner reveal it was taken on the morning before Michael's death. A holopix labeled crime scene. This shows a scene where Michael and his team were ambushed. No survivors is written across the bottom. Surveillance report. Subject Stark spent most of his time away from the group preparing for the run on his own. Once underway, he was most at ease in the woods. However, he was constantly on edge as if he knew something was wrong. Subject Vigor was extremely hard to follow as he is expert at covering his trail. Appears to work for Thawne and tracking leads and confirming information. Suspected to be a top aide, but this is unconfirmed at present. Amidst the papers, you find a Renraku core issue cred stick with a balance of 10,000 nuyen. Quickly download the money to your cred stick before Renraku can issue a hold on the funds. The last item is a passcode for Ito's personal computer system written on a scrap of paper. Not a good thing as far as security is concerned, but a lucky break for you. Okay. So I guess that was the end of that storyline. actually sleep at the end like we want to. I have 9 body because of my cyberware. That's cool. Okay. So now the only story lead I have is the dragon feather. Interesting. So I'm looking at my manual for the game. It's like a scan, and someone wrote in like a bunch of notes on it. And on the note for the wilderness, he's got dragon written down. South of Sinatar. Could do that. It's worth a shot. Abacab. Start menu. Yeah, we have to get a dragon to willingly give us a feather, like a feathered serpent dragon. It's part of this quest we're doing. Go away. Sharky. Give me a lift to Sinatar. 5 freaking grand. So if that map manual note is correct, the dragon should be like somewhere through here. Or serpent or whatever you call it. Am I on the right track at least, Emasigo? Is it in the woods? Through these caves, or am I barking up the wrong tree? cave seems to be a dead end. Let's see. Oh, I see. I think actually looking at the map, I think that might be the wrong cave. Somewhere in the Silly Sheep Wilderness. Okay, so I'm in the right area. That's good. As long as I'm not wasting my time. So according to this map, there should be like a bridge across the water somewhere up here. And to the right of this bridge, there should be another cave. Maybe the one I'm looking for. Go. No. Save game 2. As big as these maze-like as these caves kind of seem, all the entrances and exits are along the wall, so as long as you just pick a wall and follow it, you'll find a way through. Damn, this is a gas cave. That's where we came in. Okay, I guess this room's a dead end, because, yeah. Does it have a map of the cave? No map. Alright. That's okay. So we need to find a different entrance, because that led to... Come upon a Renraku strike team lurking about the cave. Kill them quickly before they slot this operation all to Drake. Most of their weapons in come at you. Okay. Does that mean I'm on the right track? Entering this antechamber, you see a Renraku strike team attempting to kill a feathered serpent. Knowing the evil that Renraku seems to breed, you join sides with the dragon and quickly finish them off. With the last of the Renraku strike team dealt with, you find yourself face to face with the feathered serpent. As you stand, wondering what it will do next, an ethereal voice fills your head. I thank you, human, for assisting me. It seems the Renraku Corporation has it in for my kind. They now most likely have it in for you also. But tell me, how did you happen to come here? Before you answer, remember you deal with a dragon. Well, we need a feathered scale to avenge my brother's death. The feathered serpent gazes at you for what seems like an eternity. Honesty is so rare in humans. Understand it is appreciated even by non-humans. Thanks. I'd be glad to help with such a small task. I feel, however, that it is not enough. What exactly did you have in mind? I owe my life to you, and I sense you have many trials ahead of you. One of these trials I doubt you will survive. Thus, I will bond myself to protect you in your quest for the truth. Know that I will appear only once to aid you, only when that situation is dire enough for my intervention. My name is Lecortrix, and now we are bound. Fairly well, human, until fate brings us together again. Lecortrix shakes loose a scale from his hide as he flies away. Excitement barely contained, you snatch up the final item for the ritual. Yay. Okay, so we got our dragon scale. Now we just gotta figure out how to get out of this fucking cave. Which is easier said than done. Because when I found this place, I thought I was leaving. I was gonna head back to the entrance and try and remap this place out in my head, but somehow we ended up here. So that means I have no idea where I am. Yeah. Alright. And we have a dragon buddy who's apparently going to show up and help us at some point. It's cool. Barrel, barrel, barrel. Yes! Free! Where is the Sense Rock? Here? No. Alright. Pay our $1,000 to get right out of here. We need to go to Council Island. Seem to have lost somebody. Get over there. Alright, got your stupid feather. You've completed your tasks, young warrior. Rest while I call upon the spirits. Return for the gifts you provided, they will guide me to the answer you seek. Spirit Eyes is soon set up for the ritual with the items you have provided. Watch, spellbound as he begins. Evil walks the land. It is more powerful than I expected, and dedicated to the pursuit of power. This is the true face of your enemy, and his name is Thawne. Thawne killed your brother, and he has linked himself to you, since he has already begun shaping the events of your life from afar. His lust for power is boundless. You must stop him. Warrior, why do you waste time here with me? There are no more answers I can provide. You must seek out Thawne. You must find the clues yourself. Okay. Now what? Well, they wouldn't let me see Frosty until I attained wisdom. Does that count as attaining wisdom? Since we went to the wise man and learned the name of our brother's killer, maybe that's the wisdom we need. Guess we could spend another $5,000 to go back to Sensorok, I guess. Oops. Sharky, Sensorok. An armed elfin guard. Oh, this guy, yeah. Alright, let me speak with the tribal elders. Hello, friend Joshua. How may I help you? I'd like to see Frosty, please. She's expecting you. Yes, okay, so that was the wisdom we needed. Okay. You were taken to Frosty. There is a definite edge to her features of one who has seen and done things unspeakable. However, her attitude is calm, her words warm. Joshua, it's good to finally meet you after hearing so much about your exploits. All of the second-hand stories do you no justice. You have shown remarkable tenacity, skill, and ability. Thanks, chum. I just hope you have the talent to finish the task you so rashly started. Now, what do you want to know? What do you know about someone named Thawne? Thawne is more or less than he seems, but I think that information should come from my master. To be honest, however, I'm amazed you've stood against him as long as you have. Why is Renraku involved? As with most megacorps, Renraku is mostly interested in profit. Somehow, they got hooked up with Thawne and his goons. They think they can profit from whatever Thawne is up to. Thawne has other plans and seeks to burn the bridge to Renraku. Tell me what you know about my brother Michael. I contacted Caleb Brightmore for a few runners, and he chose your brother as well as the others. Deeply apologize for your loss. I had no way of knowing Thawne and his cronies had set an ambush. My master is Harlequin. It was he who asked me to find a team to go into the Salish Sheed. Although some say he is crazy, he has a plan and the ability to see it carried out. Harlequin seeks to end Thawne's presence in this world, but I've said all I can on that subject. I think it's time that you talk to Harlequin. You can find him in the Pulley-Up Barrens at the Tarslar Garden Apartments. Okay. Alright, get me out of here. Pulley-Up. Alright, let's go visit Harlequin. I think Harlequin's in the Super Nintendo one as well. And he shows up in Shadowrun Returns. Guessing he's an important character in Shadowrun. I don't know enough about the setting to answer that. Is this Tarslar? Tarslar City Inn. This is apparently not the place. The apartments. I think it might be this one. Yeah. Enter the Tarslar Garden Apartments. Two elves carrying submachine guns greet you at the door. They say nothing but motion you to follow them. They lead you into the elevator and you ride to the top floor. Passing even more armed elves, you enter the penthouse. Inside, you face a bizarre sight. There stands an elf, his face tattooed like a clown. However, his expression reflects his serious nature. This must be Harlequin. So, we meet. I guess you would eventually have found me, given your resources and abilities. As you have probably guessed, I've been keeping an eye on you since you first arrived in Seattle. You've acquired quite a reputation in your short time here. Your original mission remains unfulfilled. I'll help you if I can. Tell me what you know about my brother Michael. Your brother's death is made worse by the fact that it was wholly avoidable. I underestimated Thawne, and he punished me by destroying those in my employ. I apologize for Michael's death. Who is Thawne? Thawne is a what, not a who. It is a free spirit, an elemental whose summoner was killed. Thawne is older than most, and with age comes power, considerable power in Thawne's case. But Thawne is cursed. He must replenish his life force, or his form in this world will eventually cease to exist. Thawne seeks out magical artifacts, and in a ritual of destruction absorbs their energies. Currently, Thawne's energy is waning. Make no mistake, he is still very powerful and quite dangerous. But to save on expenditure of his energies, he now uses much outside help and avoids direct confrontations. Why is Renraku involved? Renraku became involved with Thawne through Vigor, who was casting about for corporate support. Renraku assigned Mako to the project, but he was easily blinded by the promise of power and became Thawne's unwitting pawn. After Thawne fragged his relationship with Renraku, Mako was replaced. Ito Agami was a legendary player of hardball. I've managed to keep him and Renraku off my trail so far. I've killed Ito, so Renraku is no longer involved. Managed to have him killed. It seems I'm not the only person to underestimate you, although it appears I'll be the only one around to correct my mistake. Well, with Ogami out of the way, Renraku should not bother us anymore. Thawne turned on Renraku when he thought he no longer needed them. I believe his actions were a bit premature. I still feel him growing weaker. However, I suggest a run against Renraku to find out exactly what they do have. Okay, I guess we have to do a raid on Renraku then. Doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. magic shops, so we need I want to buy a protection amulet for our shaman. Everybody else's durability is pretty good, but she still goes down pretty easy. There's 2 campaign books focused on Harlequin. Alright then. Was he like Shadowrun's equivalent of Elminster or something? Alright, she has some magic armor now. That'll help a bit. Okay, so we have to make a run on Renraku. I think Renraku is in the Renraku Arcology, since, you know, it's called the Renraku Arcology. Just check my map here. Yeah, looks like the best place to go. Okay. Find a cab. So how's our ammo doing? She's got tons. I've used a bunch. Let's go to the crime mall real quick and buy some ammo as well. Mix between Elminster and Dritz, but more annoying. Nice. Get an electronics kit. Getting a key might help too. Don't have enough money for that though. Alright. We'll try it as we are. If not, we'll go kid out on some mag keys or whatever. I think we'll be okay. Assuming characters, you know, can follow me properly. Boom boom. Boom boom. Boom boom. Boom boom. Oops. No, I don't want to go to Redmond. Hey Tippercorn, how you doing, man? Raku Arcology. It's the Shadowrun you had as a kid. Alright, let's see how this goes. You easily make it past the foyer and into the office area. Now to the task at hand. Finding out what Renraku knows about this whole mess. Never got anywhere in. I rented this when I was a kid and I never made any real progress in it. I think we're pretty far into it now though. Security guard spots you. Show me some ID, pal. Talk your way out. You barely convince him you have misplaced it. Suspicious, he decides to check in with dispatch. Dispatch verifies his check and he waves you by. Ooh, got lucky. Safe, you find 4 stim patches. You're facing a sturdy door held closed by an electromagnetic lock. Okay, so we need to use security mage spots you. ID, please. Fuck, I just switched characters away from the person with charisma. Fuck your way out. Fuck. Use electronics. Make quick work of the lock with your knowledge of electronics. Okay, good. Sorry about the alarm sounds, folks. They'll shut off on their own. Unless we can find a terminal, then we can disable them. Hey, Sick Jake, thanks for the follow, man. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. It's annoying because we got accosted by guards the second I switched away from my character with high charisma. I would have been able to talk my way out of it, but just a case of bad timing. Could find a freaking computer somewhere. Give me a computer. I think we went over this entire floor and didn't find a single computer terminal. Yep, $50 in the safe. Absurd. Yeah, a medkit, stim patches. Well, since we can't disable the alarm, I guess we'll just sit here by the elevator. The alarm will cancel itself eventually. So we can heal. Family heirloom medkit. Yes. God damn it. This alarm's never gonna shut off. These guys keep coming at us. There's gotta be a computer terminal on the floor somewhere. Yes! Don't see me, camera, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Okay. How many floors is this place? 5, 6, 6 floors. And what we're looking for could be anywhere. That's great. Alright, that's gonna take a while. And every door is electromagnet. Yeah, that sound is really, really annoying. If we could find a computer, I could hack into it and try and disable the alarm system altogether. But you know, this place has no fucking computers in it anywhere. The alarms are supposed to be annoying, you know. 16-bit alarm. Oh fuck. Kill him before he can do anything. Or not. Or we could just listen to more alarms. That works too. Computer! Computer!
Accepted.
Oh, it starts on active alert because we have got the alarm triggered. Oh.
Password accepted. Password accepted.
Not sure what these thin rectangle ones. Oh, that's where we came in.
Password accepted.
Data node. Never actually been able to like mess with anything inside a corp, so
Password accepted.
this will be interesting. Yeah, that's how we made all our money, was just stealing data. Speaking of which, oh, we got kicked out.
Accepted. Password accepted.
Well, that isn't where. Okay, the thin rectangle isn't where we entered. Let's go there and see if we can do something with it.
Password accepted.
Passcode accepted.
Password accepted.
Okay, there's no special functionality there.
Password accepted.
How'd your smoke detector go off at 3 a.m.? Doesn't that generally mean there was smoke present? Alright, there's no way deception's getting gas into the CPU, so let's just open with this. Cancel alert. Holy crap. This system is pretty big.
Alert. Cancel.
So I wonder how we disable, like you're supposed to be able to disable security cameras and stuff.
Passcode accepted.
I don't know how you do it. Interesting file that you download to your notebook. Is that like a hint? Let's try. Some rounds, maybe.
Passcode accepted.
Different triangle nodes, maybe?
Passcode rejected.
Nope.
Passcode accepted.
Yeah, if it woke me up at 3 in the morning, I wouldn't have a smoke detector anymore. I would have been fucking piece of shit. I hate my smoke detector, it's so sensitive. Anytime I try to cook anything,
Passcode
it
accepted.
constantly goes off.
Passcode accepted.
What was cameras? Where? I didn't see any camera option. Oh, the thing's called cameras. I see what you mean. Up here. Oh. Turn off the camera node. Gotcha. Interesting. Okay, so I have to actually pay attention to the name of the node. It's not like an actual
Passive alert.
menu option, shut off cameras. Okay. That makes sense.
Passcode accepted.
HVAC systems. I guess we can leave that running. Okay, so we want to go to the round ones. So we've disabled the cameras. I've disabled the alarm we triggered, although I've triggered a new one while in here. Set the damn thing off every few hours with your cooking. Nice.
Passcode rejected.
Make them all sweat. Yeah. I don't want to get sweaty though. Especially with all the cybernetics in me. I might like electrocute myself.
Passcode accepted.
Might as well make some money out of this run.
Active.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the CPU and cancel this alert here. And we'll see if we can find any more useful systems we can shut down. So what was this one?
Alert. Cancel.
Maglogs. Ooh, if we shut this off, is this gonna open all the maglog doors? That'd be awesome. Turn off node. That'll make our life a little bit easier, if that's what that did. So we got... satellite feed. Guess we could shut off the satellite feed, why not? Right. So we have one more round node up here. Let's go check that out.
Passcode rejected.
Alert control? Turn that off. So does that mean there's going to be no more alarms? That would be the best. Okay, so we shut off the cameras, we shut off the maglocks, we shut off alert control. So hopefully that means we just have free reign to run around now. Yeah, the camera's not moving it. Right. Apparently the alarms can still turn on. Okay. So we found stuff for our notebook. Enemy is an evil being with the face of a jackal. We knew that one. Oops. State-of-the-art computer installed at the nuclear plant. Get up here. Pathfinding in this game is atrocious. Get up here. Come on. Rock security spots you as they round a corner. There he is. That's Joshua. Open fire. And give me an option for that one.
Accepted. Password accepted.
Get to the CPU quickly enough to shut off this alarm. It's only a couple stops away.
Password accepted. Password accepted.
Alright, so that alarm dealt with. Max charisma. Really, I'm not talking my way out of anything. You also find files that suggest you should search the 6th floor. Yes! Okay, good. Sweet. I think that's the chance of them succeeding in comparison to the difficulty of the node. That's what those bars are. Just why they go up when I use my degrade power. Okay. Shut off the alarm. Let's go to the 6th floor. That's awesome that it said that, though. We don't have to search this entire goddamn building now. Get over here. Okay. Talk your way out. God damn it. Inside the safe, you find a large envelope with Alicia stenciled on the front. The envelope produces what appears to be some sort of animal hide covered with strange markings. The hide has been treated to make it transparent. With a flash of insight, you realize that this is some sort of map. However, there are no landmarks, so this must be an overlay to another map. A memo inside confirms that there must be a second map that has not yet been found. But your immediate worry is to leave with the map now that your opening of the safe has triggered an alarm. And yet there's no alarm. Okay, sweet. Let's get the fuck out of here then. They still won't let me leave. What? I think it's because the alarm was already triggered. It like bugged out and shut the sound off, but the alarm itself is running.
Accepted.
Should be able to shut it off here.
Passcode rejected.
Oops. Oh, interesting. So different places you jack in the buildings start you at different locations. So triangles are like entry points. That's cool.
Passcode accepted.
They put a surprising amount of thought into the cyberspace part of this game. Yeah, see, this is like a really high level node, so my chances of success are really low, but if I can hit him with this, it lowers the difficulty of the node and the chances go up. And then we just blast him. Cancel alert. Canceling the alert triggered an alert. Cancel the alert again. Now that I've disabled the alarm sound is playing. So I was right, it like bugged out because the alarm was going when it triggered the alarm. That's funny. Still won't let me leave though. What the fuck?
Accepted. Passcode accepted.
Yep, gotta love the T-pose. Okay, cancel the alert. Now we got no alarm sound, okay. Maybe it's good to go now. Fuck! Company man walks up and flicks a toothpick at you. Walk away. Yes! Get out! Hey, I successfully talked my way past it for once. Come on. I remember how to get out of here. The hell is the exit to this stupid building? Here we go. Out. What? Since when do alarms stop you from leaving the building? That's new. There we go. Okay. So I guess we should probably go back and talk to Harley Quinn again. Hey, Romantic, how's it going, man? No, I don't want your goddamn grenades, man. Jesus Christ. How are me and Shadowrun getting along? Doing alright? I think we're pretty deep into the story now. You just had to do a run against Renraku as part of the story, which we're successful with. back to... Yep. Yeah, lots of beeping alarms. To everybody's annoyance. Need to stay at the inn here. Pretty sure we got a bunch of karma for that. We have maxed out firearm skill. Yeah, well, both of my followers are female elves, so they both have the same sprite. Hello again, Joshua. You have bought my time with your pain. Spend it as you wish. Some information for you. Show Harley Quinn the map you retrieved from her. This shows the location of Alicia's tomb, but the reference points have been removed. This map and its counterpart must be what Thawne is after. Thawne killed your brother. If you really want the revenge you've been after, you must thwart his plans. Earlier I mentioned Vigor. Heard of him? You tell Harlequin what you know of Vigor and Jarl. Harlequin frowns when he hears of your contact with him. Vigor is Thawne's most trusted lieutenant and the front man for Thawne's operations. Jarl is less known, but just as important to the spirit. Both of them have been using you for information. Seek out Vigor and Jarl. Weak link in the chain. See if you can break it. Vigor and Jarl are in the bar somewhere. This one. I think it's this one. I think it's the other one. Schattenlauf. Oops. Ah. Booth that Vigor and Jarl worked out of is now empty. You ask around, but no one seems to know where they left or where they went. Fuck. I knew that was gonna be too easy. Alright, so... What the hell are we going to talk to get out information where they are? Yeah, the soundtrack's pretty good. Except for the Schattenlauf song. Fuck that song. Yeah, I heard about that XCOM DLC. I gotta remember to grab that. It's free for like 2 weeks or something, and then start charging for it. So I gotta make sure I grab it before they do that. I guess we'll just start talking to Mr. Johnson's and see if somebody gives us the info. Hey, chill out. How you doing? This doesn't help me at all. Okay. here. Map here, Penumbra. Let's try Club Penumbra. Or I could just, walk out of the map like an idiot. Nothing here.
Schattenlaub.
Also useless information. Anything more about Thon? We're running out of people to talk to here. Rasco might know something. Anything about Thon?
Schattenlaub.
Do you know about a Johnson named Vigor? Well, this might be helpful.
Schattenlaub.
Word on the Johnson grapevine says he was involved in something nastier than any Johnson would touch. They say he's holed up in some secret base in Rat's Nest. Ah! Finally! A lead! We're at the Rat's Nest, Da, 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 da. This area seems to have been swept with recent activity. Knowing Vigor must be somewhere around, you start a thorough search of the area. You get lucky and find a secret entrance to an old fallout shelter. After a quick search of the bunker, you find a copy of your overlay map. In addition, the landmark map is rolled up with it. Harley Quinn should be most interested in this. You leave cautiously, expecting to be jumped at any moment. Fortunately, your luck holds out. You leave the area without incident. Oh, okay. I was expecting a fight. Hello again, Joshua. About my time with your pain, blah blah blah. Show Harley Quinn the map you retrieved from Rinraku and the map you took from Vigor and Jarl. Impressive. This shows the exact location of Alicia's tomb, if one is familiar with these landmarks. If Vigor had these maps, then Thawne must be very close to finding the tomb. There's no telling what artifacts are in that tomb. I will not stand idle and let the mockery desecrate the final resting place of such a noble warrior. Harley Quinn is half standing, his knuckles bone white where he is clenching in the chair. Suddenly, his animated features go slack as he slowly sinks back into his seat. He speaks with quiet determination. As we sit here, Thawne may already be at Alicia's tomb. Joshua, you must go now to assemble a team to destroy Thawne. We now have very little time, so equip your team well, and when you return here, I will have arranged for your transport to the tomb. Harley Quinn fixes you with his piercing gaze. I beseech you, Thawne must be stopped, and elven myth preserved. I'll prepare things on this end for your return. Alright, I think this might be, end. It certainly sounds like the end anyway. Let's save here. We're about as ready as we're going to be, so let's do it. Are you prepared for the trip to Alicia's tomb? Yes. Harley Quinn takes you to a sleek VTOL craft whose body bristles with communications and jamming devices. A harried ride with Harley Quinn at the stick takes you to the entrance of Alicia's tomb. Harley Quinn gives you a hands-free walkie-talkie. What happens in the tomb is up to you. I'll take care of things out here. Harley Quinn holds up a hand to stifle your questions and ushers you into the tomb. Good luck, my friend. May we meet again. Take a deep breath of fresh air and a last look at the forest. Nodding to Harley Quinn, you turn and walk into the tomb's antechamber, noticing that the stone doors were literally ripped from the entrance. Okay. Nice welcoming party. Oh. Entering the antechamber, you see a giant humanoid creature digging in the dirt ahead. Huge, clawed hands pull artifacts from a broken chest, placing them aside. The creature turns from the chest and peers at you. You have arrived in time to witness the birth of a new era. Kneel, slave. You feel something reach into your mind and force you towards the ground. I am Thawne, new ruler of this world. With the powers of this tomb, all will kneel to me. The unseen iron grip begins to diminish, and once again you are in control of your actions. What's happening? My power is waning. Harley Quinn's voice rings over the walkie-talkie he gave you. Joshua, the Council is channeling their powers to weaken Thawne. He's now susceptible to physical damage. It's up to you now, Joshua. Let him have it. Whoa. Oh shit, it's our dragon buddy! Yeah! Fuck him up! Cortrix's head swivels towards you. I told you my help would be needed, human. His razor-sharp teeth gleam as his voice fills your head. I have Thawne under my will at the moment, but soon he will overcome me. You must destroy him. That's what I've been trying to do. When I can no longer contain him, he will attempt to flee the tomb. Its walls are lined with magical ore orichalcum. I must blast the opening of the tomb as he attempts to escape. This will serve two purposes: to crush him with the ore, permanently seal the tomb from others. Can you do this? Bet. And get to it, my friend. The fate of this world is balanced upon your actions. As the tomb seals shut, you feel a darkness wash away from your mind. You wonder, can it be true? Is Thawne really defeated now that his corporeal form is destroyed? When the dust settles, Harlequin contacts you via a walkie-talkie. You did it, Joshua. Alicia's powers and secrets are once again at rest. All of Seattle is forever in your debt. That said, you feel a wave of exhaustion envelop you. It's over. For now. That was kind of anticlimactic, but alright. I'm just glad it's done. I've definitely had my fill of this game. Oh, I have to button through this. Okay. There we go. That's Shadowrun. Yes, time to rank it. Ranking. Alright. So sorry to fans of this game, but I can tell you now it's not going to rank very high. But it's definitely better than the unplayable garbage. So we can pull it up to like here-ish. Sure. It's kind of comparable to that. So compare Gothic 3. Gothic 3 had the stone portal. This game has a lot of really cool ideas. It just doesn't execute on many of them very well. I think the most fleshed out system in this game is cyberspace. But you have to do so much grinding to be able to freaking, like, accomplish anything in that game. Did I enjoy it more than Gothic 3 is the question. Ooh. I don't think so. I think you're right, Saucerella. This right here is where Shadowrun fits. Not high, but reasonable. It's in the group of games that are okay. It was okay. Somebody could take the framework of this game and make something really cool with it. They just didn't do that with this game. I think they bit off a little more than either they could chew or more than the Genesis could handle. But either way.